Bismillah. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah, respected friends. My name is Kelvin Ali, and I'm here from Toronto, Canada, representing Northern World Entertainment Software. So we make video games, and we're currently partnered with some significant technology institutions. I'm one of the co-founders of our team, and it's comprised of post-secondary graduates in all respected fields. That's me messing around with some prototype technology and advising our team on time management principles at a charrette a design charrette we conducted last year. As digital content creators, we strive to create products that adhere to Islamic values with an element of mobility within our products. We're launching initiatives through our NWS Social as well as NWS Prestige lines. Our first product launched on World Autism Awareness Day, which was April 2nd, and it's a game for individuals with autism currently in the app marketplace. Our second product is a high-quality AAA offering, which I'm going to tell you about right now. I've been studying Islamic theology from many shiuk for well over 9 years now, and I love history. And like all of you, as Muslims, we love the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, as well as the respected companions, radiallahu anhum. And this is an initiative to tell their stories, which, as all of you know, are so amazing. Our game is called Beyond Butter, and we aspire to bring the rise of the Islamic Golden Ages through a compelling real-time strategy offering, which we hope will educate the masses, evoke emotion as only video games can. And our goal is to create a new channel in the digital marketplace for our consumers. The video game industry has grown by 15% last year over year in North America alone. And on a global scale, it's an over $80 billion industry. We hope to leverage our partnerships with Microsoft and Sony to reach additional customers through their revolutionary technology and innovative distribution channels, in addition to our own cloud gaming infrastructure. Our research is abundant. We have identified 16 million gamers who play this genre alone, with a global potential for 33 million strategy game consumers. Muslims spend money. We all spend money, and we support industries that we like. And Muslims spent over $30 million of relevant product in 2012 on the PC alone. We at NWS are striving to push the limits of fun, design, innovation, and be the first to positively portray the rise of the Islamic Golden Ages, which is also known as the Medieval Dark Ages. Language, as you all know, is so powerful, but don't worry, you don't have to listen to my voice. We're going to have professional voice actors, inshallah. And, we've been out there marketing and making key contacts, and we're ready to go into full production. At the moment, we are seeking investment to create a series of products with great potential for transmedia initiatives. Transmedia is television, print, film adaptations, which will become viable once we build a significant fan base and have a sustainable profit engine. We're looking to partner here with anybody today who's in the realm of digital entertainment, or angels or VCs looking for a new opportunity to gain revenue, create some jobs, help a tremendous dawah effort, because that's essentially what this really is, and to build long-term relationships. If you're interested, let's talk and let's move to action. No venture is without challenge, and we are motivated to come any obstacle that comes our way. We have an untapped market in the Arab region alone of $1 billion to $2.6 billion, and we've researched our demographic and know where Muslim hotspots are. Thus far, we haven't met the right person or group, and we're hoping that maybe that's why you're here today, that's why we're here today, and Allah knows best and is able to do all things. I sincerely want to thank the group at AMCC, Sister Hoda, Brother Sadiq, the respected judges, and you intelligent, awesome brothers, sisters, and friends of those who practice Islam. I sincerely give you all, hope that Allah gives us all the ability to live the lives that we want to live and develop our respected brands within the global Islamic ecosystem of entrepreneurship. Thank you.
MashaAllah, you're the only one that did it exactly on time. So, Larry and Ifti are going to take these two companies. So, Larry?
Congratulations, well done. I don't have to tell you, you're in a very competitive space where the publishers exercise a tremendous amount of control. So my first question, do you have a relationship with publishers that you can take advantage of? And my second question is, do you have a presence here in the U.S. above and beyond what you have in Toronto?
Yes, we do. We have a global distribution and developer and partnership agreement with Sony right now. to develop on whatever platform they have. We also have key partnerships with Microsoft. We're registered developers for Apple as well as Google platform products and the Nokia-based phones, so all of those things. I'm sorry, what was the second question?
Second question was, do you have a presence here in the United States?
No, that's why I'm here. We're hoping to build our presence in the United States. Our target demographic has actually been identified in the Arab region primarily with the amount of potential. However, as North Americans, we are hoping to develop our infrastructure and our gaming platform to cater to all individuals. And there are 130 plus million users all over the world, which in North America is quite a bit. But
Again, I commend you for where you are, because I think it's a fascinating, growing industry. But as you know, it's also an industry that has a lot of Hail Marys and a few really big success stories. And so can you articulate what you'd like to have here in North America, where you'd like to be, what market you'd like to be in, and what resources you think you need to get critical mass?
Well, we we have the largest population as Muslims of under 30 age youth. Our target demographic is 18 to 45-year-old males primarily. However, there are game players in both genders. We would essentially like to get venture capitalism or rounds of venture capitalism right now. We're to make a full-fledged project for both marketing initiatives. We're working with new prototype, existing technology that hasn't been out there, so that's quite expensive. So we are looking for actually $15.9 million to create products on a global scale. And that's essentially what we want to go from a premium perspective.
Congratulations, by the way, for being willing to say that number.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, just to say, I don't. We could develop on a number of scales through lean management model. We can do it for 2.9, but we don't want to create an inferior product, and we want to create something. This is the origins of our essence as Muslims. So we have to create something excellent.
So Kelvin, great presentation, but as Larry said, this is a very, very crowded marketplace.
Absolutely.
And for better or for worse, I'm probably licking my wounds here because in the past I did invest in a video game developer and unfortunately didn't have much success to show for it. And the problem back there is that we were developing a video game for kids. And we thought that this was preteens and they would play this game and it's socially responsible and it's safe. The mistake that we made, or the finding that we had, which was very counterintuitive, is that kids always aspire to play the games that the adults play. They want to play the games that their uncles play, that they want to play games that their older brothers play, not for them. And so the community of gamers, unfortunately, quite doesn't break out into demographics that are, say, the Muslim gamers versus non-Muslim gamers or Jewish gamers. I think people who play video games are just video gamers. So I wonder, how do you appeal to this community of gamers to say, play my game versus, does the world need another video game developer? That's the question. So how do you stand out in the noise? Okay,
well, we've identified, that there are at least 10 million Muslim gamers primarily, but there are 33 million who like this brand. And we have done a significant amount of research. We have our team that has worked on a number of AAA product offerings. We have experts. We're not doing this for the first time, many of us. We're passionate about what we do. And, the passion is going to translate and resonate with our fans, inshallah. And that's how we can do is make dua and hope and keep working.
Something to add, but the only other comment I would make is these tend to be very capital intensive projects. So you may want to think about, can I develop a mobile game that's less capital intensive? And when you develop a game, things like this, you're better off having a portfolio rather than one. So think broader in terms of, can I have a portfolio of one, at least 2 or 3 or more? Because these are hits driven. If you have one, you're off to the races. If you don't have it, massive capital that's gone.
Yes, there are 29 different monetization models we can apply. We can create apps that will make money through ad generation and whatnot. But as I said, our company is striving to be ethical in terms of our design, and we don't want to, for individuals with autism, for example, have them pressing things which they might press and get billed to the parents or go to the wrong website or
Yeah,
something.
I like your focus, and I commend you for that. A couple quick questions I'd have. A, are you open to partnerships here in the U.S.? And because I'd like to talk with you offline about that. Again, I like your passion, I like your focus, I like your focus on quality, but just to emphasize, not telling you anything you don't know, it is an extremely competitive marketplace and a very fickle marketplace. If you look at what happened to the game consoles between Microsoft and Sony recently, this market can change in a heartbeat if they don't like what you're offering.
Yeah, the app market it's a lottery ticket essentially, and we are looking to partner. That's why I came here. I've traveled to the Middle East, I've traveled across Canada, and we're talking to venture capitalists. We're talking to experts.
Yeah, let's follow up. There's a lot happening along the East Coast right now. Philadelphia has become a real hotbed for the video game industry and investment. So let's talk. I mean, I like your passion. I like your quality. So there are some opportunities here.
I'd like you to pose a couple questions to the panel very quickly, please. Challenges.
Questions I have, I can ask you all questions, but first of all, what advice would you give to startups seeking investment from an American consumer standpoint? Is there any advice that any of you can give on dual marketing strategy campaigns that you've had success with for Muslim and secular markets? And, how would we find genuine mentors, individuals who can share, honest advice with us in this realm without, textbook type of things, because we can get that online or through experts as well. And lastly, I guess, is, how could we create a pre-sales validation model or valuation model when using other companies' data?
I would go to the game labs. I mentioned there are 2 in Philadelphia. There are a number in New York right now. And they're filled with gamers. I mean, really passionate people like you, and as you know, they are merciless in their evaluations. But if they like what you have and they get behind it, they give you a tremendous word-of-mouth boost. So I would get into your community. You know that community, they probably know you, and they're your best source of feedback.
Thank you.
100% agree with you. So I happen to have an investment in a New York-based company called Major League Gaming, about 14 million users and stuff like that. So try to go to network to the relationships in the landscape. Nobody loves games more than gamers, and they are the ones who have. If they evangelize your potential game, that's the best way to get market traction, whether it be with investors or with strategic partners.
1 minute for any of I'll just say I think you need to really tighten up your business model. Larry had asked about your how you wanted to approach, so how would you define the market, and how would you measure your critical mass point? You didn't answer either question. If they asked the question about what's your point of difference in your demographic, you didn't answer that question. So I would say that you really need to tighten up your approach, your business model, and have succinct answers for these before you go seeking money from venture capitalists.
Well, my partner has a degree in mathematics and economics, and they would be the one to answer these types of questions. I wouldn't typically be here alone.
That's not a prerequisite, having a degree, either of those degrees. So I'm just saying, you're one of the founders or owners, so you need to know that cold in your sleep. Any other questions?
Thank you.
I actually have an advice for you and all the other entrepreneurs here, that don't hesitate to pick up the phone and call people you don't know. Just do it. You never know, people will get back to you.
Thank you.
I've had a lot of success by doing that. Cold calls. I've got big clients out of cold calls, so don't be shy.
Well, I just answer that. I have a postgraduates that I lecture to, and I've actually gotten them to go out and do some cold calling for me in the strategic relationship marketing program at a major institution in Toronto, and they've had, not at least, but we have tried that. We've tried pretty much, not everything, but
Try that with investors. Don't hesitate, because oftentimes if you know there's an angel investor or somebody high net worth, they're also looking for good ideas.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. So,
Thank you so much.
we'll see.